Chrissy and this is Chloe. We are SkyTing Yoga located in New York City. Today we're going to go through a traveling sequence that you can use if you've been on a long flight and feel kind of yucky. So this will hopefully make you feel a little bit better. We're going to start in child's pose with your knees wide apart. Walk your fingertips forward on the mat. Look past your hands. Lengthen the sides of your waist. Take a breath in and breathe out. Walk your hands over to the right side, maybe off of your mat, so that you have this long, extended left side body. Take a breath in. Exhale here. Make a big arc forward. Go over to the left side. Change it up. Right waist is long. Look past the hands. Good. Come back to the center. Come forward to your hands and knees. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Take a few moments in your down dog. Pedal out your feet. Send one heel down and then the other heel. Maybe you want to pick a leg up and take some free movement. Circle the ankle or circle the knee around and switch sides. And then start to slowly walk your feet forward to your hands to the top of your mat. Separate your feet hips distance apart. We like to measure that out. It's 2 fists between the arches of the feet. Drop your head, grab opposite elbow, and just sway a little bit side to side. Let your torso really hang down. If you've been sitting for a long time, it's nice to get your butt up in the air and let your head go down and switch things up how you were sitting for so long and taking that pressure off now. Interlace your fingers behind the tail. Arc the arms forward towards the front and breathe. Drop the head. Let the chest slide down the thigh. Good. Bend your knees. Pull the knuckles back. Look forward. Open your chest. And then as you exhale, refold into your legs, extending and dropping your head. Again, like that. Bend your knees. Pull the knuckles back. Look forward. Chest is parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold down into your legs. Last one like that. Bend the knees, knuckles back, open across the chest, forward. And then exhale, fold down. Good. Gently take the hands down to the floor. Drop your chin into your chest. Soft bend in the knees. Slowly roll up. Almost painfully slowly. One vertebra at a time. Stacking your way up. Feeling space between each part of your spine until you arrive all the way to stand. Once you do, reach the arms up. Hook your thumbs at the top, reach up, exhale, lean over to the right side as you press into the left foot. Inhale, come back up to center. Lengthen as you go over to the left side, pressing into the right foot. Come back up to center, tiny little back bend, and then drop the arms, drop your chin into your chest. One more time, slowly roll down. Bend the knees, think that you have a weight on the top of your head, and you're rolling very, very slowly down, down, down. Soft bend in the knees, the tail starts to lift up, your hands find the floor. Good. Walk your feet back to a downward facing dog. Take a moment in your dog pose. Lift your hips up high. You can have a slight bend in the knees here so you can really lengthen your spine. Reach your right leg up and back behind you. And then as you exhale, slide the shin forward and come into a pigeon pose on the right side. Slide your left leg back behind you and make sure it's straight back. If you have a blanket, you can sit up on a blanket underneath your hips. Lift your chest up, inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to walk the hands forward, 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 maybe coming down onto the elbows, maybe making a pillow with your hands and pressing your forehead down. So you have options here, but you want to be in the lower body. You want to make sure the right hip is over to its own side, the left hip is over to its own side, and you're right in the middle. Take a few breaths here, and then walk yourself all the way up to sit. Shift your hips a little bit over to the right side. Swing your left leg around to the front. You're going to stack the left shin on top of the right shin so they're stacked up like Lincoln logs. It's okay if your knee is way high up. You can put something underneath your seat, and so you have like a little downhill slope. I love sitting up on a blanket in this pose. From here, walk your hands forward, fold down. Eventually your chest will reach your shin, maybe not today or in this lifetime, but someday. That's the direction. So right now you're really opening up the hips after sitting on them, maybe dumping weight into them. This is how you take the pressure off. Take a few breaths here, and walk the hands out further if the body starts to open up. Back up to sit. If you're sitting up on a blanket, you can move it off to the side. Lean back onto your sits bones. You're going to take the legs up to the air just for a moment, shins together, Navasana, boat pose. Take a breath in, lift up higher through your chest. As you exhale, cross your ankles, roll forward to your hands and knees, step back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up as you breathe in. Slide the left knee forward to pigeon pose. Make sure the left knee goes over to its own side on the left. Slide the right leg back behind you. You used a prop before, use it again. And then start to walk your hands forward and down. So again, you can come up onto the elbows. You can walk the hands all the way out. There's lots of options here. So you can kind of play around. Sometimes I like to rock side to side so that the pose isn't rigid, but there's a little bit of fluidity moving through you. Make sure you're breathing and try to take the tension out of your face and especially the jaw. One more breath in. And exhale out. Walk your hands back up, come up to sit, lift your chest up. Shift your hips a little to the left. Swing the right leg in front, ankle to knee. This is also called double pigeon. So now the right shin is on top of the left shin. You want to flex the foot until it's 90 degrees. Put your hips up on a blanket if you have one. Very good idea. Lift your chest and then walk your hands forward and fold. And you'll feel it right away. Breathe into the rusty parts of the body, the places that feel very, very compressed. So you're sending your breath low into the hips. Another breath in. Exhale out. One more, maybe walk a bit further, breathing in. And breathing out. All the way up to sit, lift your chest up, sit up tall, move your blanket off to the side. Lean back onto your sits bones one more time. Bend your knees in Navasana, lift your chest up. You can stay here as long as you want. When you're ready, you cross your ankles, rock forward, step back to downward facing dog. Hips are high. Good. Inhale onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands. You're going to jump all the way down to your butt. Cross your ankles in the air, sit down. Very good. How'd you do? Stretch your legs out in front of you. From here, you can sit on a blanket if you need to. Pull the right knee into your chest. Pull the heel all the way in so it nearly touches the right sit bone, and the arch of the foot finds the left inner thigh. Take your right hand behind you. Take the left arm up to the ceiling. We're going to twist, hooking the left shoulder past the right knee. So the upper and lower body are fully connected. Now turn your heart 90 degrees. And really make sure your knee is pressing into the shoulder. From here, come back to center. Open up this right knee to the side, and then pull it out a bit wider. So it's almost like a tree pose. It's called Janu Shirsasana. From here, take a little bend into your left knee. Flex the foot. Take your left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Sweep the right arm up and over your ear. Maybe for some of you, you can catch the toes. And here, look up towards the ceiling underneath that armpit. So you can lean back a little bit. If that feels good, a little rocking again. Nothing rigid. You were just sitting for a long time. So you want to start to open things up and bring some movement into the body. Good. Come all the way up to sit. Straighten out your right leg. Pull the knee in. Extend it forward, and we're going to switch sides. So again, sit up on a blanket. If you feel like you're crunching in your lower back, it'll give you a little more length in the spine. Left knee pulls in, heel is in the sit bone and in the inner thigh. Left hand behind your back, reach the right arm up, and then hook the shoulder across the knee. And really make sure it's the shoulder if you can. Turn your chest, turn your head, face the back of the room, see what's behind you. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine, and turn. Come back to the center, and then butterfly the left knee open. Pull it out a little bit wider. You can stay sitting up on your blanket if you have one. Bend your right knee a little bit, flex the foot. Right shoulder this time on the inside of the knee. Left arm sweeps up and over your ear, and you try to catch the toes, but don't worry if you don't. Turn, 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 and look up. Beautiful. Slight little rocking forward and back is very nice for the lower back. Come all the way up to sit. Pull the knee into your chest. Extend the leg out in front of you. So if you have a block, you're going to take a block and put it between your shins, probably on the highest level. Flex your feet. Feet are about hips distance apart. Make sure that your knees are bent and you're really sitting up 90 degrees. Chloe's gonna stay on her blanket, which will just help with the fold we're going to take. So you're going to hinge forward, connect your chest to the thighs, the knees in the armpits, grab your feet, and then from here, inch your butt back as much as you can without losing contact chest to the thighs. And then drop your forehead down onto the block. If it's too high, you can flip it down. If it's too low, you can add another block, or maybe a block and a blanket. This feels really, really nice after traveling to relieve the lower back and open up the hamstrings. So it's very relaxing for the nervous system. You want to take about 10 to 20 to 30 breaths here if you want to, if you can handle that much. But set a count for yourself. You won't stay here for too long. From this pose, look forward and then slowly start to sit all the way up. One more posture we're going to take. Move your props off to the side. You're going to scoop forward on your mat a little bit. Chloe's going to come into a rounded plow position. So she's going to lie on her back, swing her legs overhead, reach her hands up by her ankles. It's the same pose we just took, except now flipped over onto your back. So she's grabbing her feet if she can. If you really feel like this is too much for you, or you feel like you're going to roll down, you can come into a happy baby pose instead. But again, you're going to commit to a time with your breath, maybe 10 breaths, maybe 20 breaths. This is a really restorative pose for your lower back, especially after kind of sitting on your lower back in an airplane chair or on a bus or wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. So after her 100th breath here, she's going to roll down slowly and pass through happy baby pose. So maybe you're already there. If not, you'll grab the outside edges of your feet or ankles, stay here for a moment. She can rock side to side. From here, feet on the floor, legs extend long. If you'd like to take a shavasana, you can take a shavasana, arms extend long beside the body, just to give yourself a final moment to let go of any sort of tension that was accumulated. Stay here as long as you like. When you're ready, bend your knees, feet on the floor, stretch your arms up. Roll over to the right side and slowly press yourself up to a seat. We like to sit up on props so that the spine is nice and elevated. Flip your palms to face up on your thighs. Close your eyes. Take a moment here and observe the effects of practice in the body and the mind space. Hands to a prayer at the center of your chest. Take a full breath in. Exhale out. Namaste. Thank you guys for watching.